Ice cream truck.
Yes! Can you hear it? This truck every day at 3:30 and 5:30 every day. You can hear it.
Action.
Wynonna Earp, I am placing you under citizen's arrest for the murder of my father.
It's just so good to be home.
Well, I think for Wynonna, everything happens so fast. Like, she literally finds out and then is almost hung. And so I think there wasn't a lot of time to really delve into the nuances of what that really means.
For Doc Holliday, it's kind of like, this is Wynonna Earp, man. 18 months, like I did 160 years at the bottom of a well. What's 18 months? And plus he was with Wynonna, so they were together.
Fun fact, the kids, we had some kids playing hockey in the road.
They were Jody's kids?
They were Jody's kids. Jody, our fantastic hairstylist.
I love you, Nicole Hott, and I can't wait for the rest of our lives to unfold.
I think it feels sort of weird for Nicole to be reunited with Waverly. That's all she's been working for this whole time. And I think once the real thing is right in front of her, the thing that she's wanted more than anything else and has given literally every bit of herself to get Waverly safely home, I think she's really struggling with the fact that she just can't focus and be present because she's struggling so much with the trauma she's gone through in this past year and a half.
It's a really interesting dynamic that's happening between the two of them because it feels like her baby isn't quite there. And she's clearly preoccupied about all sorts of things. And so there's a definite like separation between the two of them that I think Waverly can't quite put her finger on yet. Can I come with you?
Always.
Cut. Nicely performed, guys.
On a side note, like I've already told everybody else, so you're gonna hear it anyway, but having you direct, it was super amazing because selfishly as an actor, I think you're such a good actor, but like as your friend, just watching you, dude, man, it was awesome.
Well, I have to say, in season 1, you said to me at a lunch table, you said, so, you gonna direct? And I had never thought about it. So it was really like you planted the seed and then I was like, yes. And I had thought about it after that. So it was really that moment that gave me sort of the courage to start thinking about it.
I just remember seeing you behind the monitor and you had the thing and you were like a real director, you know? And you killed it. I was very proud of you. Dusty in this summer allergies.
I have allergies. I'm
Me
allergic
too.
and pollen.
Yeah. Got
House, so
summer stuff going on.
We had the most incredible director, Melanie Scrofano, who came in with very specific ideas of how she wanted it to look, which from my perspective is so appreciated because like I'm not an expert at the aesthetic or the visual, I just tell the story. So to have a director who's like, I know exactly how we can do this is always such a relief and so appreciated.
Cut! Randy Nedley Memorial Chili Cook-Off. This tummy is starting to grumble.
Fudge! It was totally mad. I just remember feeling the entire time just like so impressed with Mel because you were doing so much.
Yeah, cut!
the only thing that scared me about that scene was how they took up the whole day. And I was like, if we don't get these scenes, like I was so stressed about that, but I knew that you guys were in it. So I was like, okay. That day, I think we finished early. Like we got everything and then some, and I've done it without you guys, so I'm really so grateful.
Cut!
So the Glory Hole is just such a hilarious, like winky name for a bar. It's always one of the funnest things when we sit in the writing room and just generate like a list of ridiculous names for things that are 100% like R-rated.
That really the name of this tree?
We thought to do it in the studio, we would be able to tick off the boxes of feeling like it's a warehouse and then making it feel sort of like you don't know where it goes behind sort of when you come in, there's all these curtains.
Just to interject quick, when you said curtains, were you referring to the giant curtains that look like of a JJ?
Welcome to my glory hole.
Honestly, that was 25% less vagina than I wanted.
Yeah.
I got 25% more vagina on that curtain.
People wanted to know if Melanie Scrofano is directing an episode and she wants a giant vagina on your set.
And I want someone to walk out that vagina.
I just really wanted the glory hole to feel completely different than Shorty's, like a different vibe. It's sort of like a disco EDM music. And then it's just so funny for Doc to walk into that environment expecting one thing and finding another.
It was a super cool set. And Mel was directing. We had the crane. It just felt super cool, super special. Something was rad. Noam came to play, which was great.
Eamon was really fun to cast because he had to go up against Doc.
I'm the proprietor of this latrine. You sure you wouldn't rather cheat than force your way in?
And so you have to believe that they have this depth and this soul behind their eyes that means that they've been alive and seen things for way longer than they look like they have. And it was really fun seeing Doc and Eamon interact and sort of the power play between the two.
The Doc Eamon scenes did feel like chess in a way, of kind of two people trying to figure out how they were both going to play each other, which each one thinking they were the one playing the other one. It's just a chess match.
Come closer now. It is time.
Doc, I don't know if he realized it was Nedley, but I think he realized there was more to the monster than a monster. Because I think Doc, he's used to being looked at as one way that he's not. So I think that he was able to kind of see something good, even in something that was, so obviously evil. And then filming it was like, there was so many wonderful emotions happening at one time because we were just having a complete blast.
I saw you from afar and it was just like, we cannot call this work. Like, I'm sorry, but there's no way that this is work.
One of my all-time favorite days, I'll never forget it. It's funny because Mel was handcuffed to the floor, yes, but she was also directing us from it while she's handcuffed to the floor. Poor Greg, butt naked out there in the snow, and we're on top of him, falling all over him, and yeah.
Deadly as a barnacle monster. You guys must have how much peyote between seasons was consumed. It's such a quintessential Wynonna episode. Anytime you're putting a human in any kind of costume on television, it runs the risk of just looking ridiculous. But I think because the episode was so fun, it was also okay if the costume was a little bit ridiculous. We really were inspired by things like crabs and barnacles and this idea of this thing shedding pieces of itself, but being a host to all these parasites. It was so good.
So some of my favorite stuff, season 4. Just this, Emily and her gang just really set the bar.
Why do I taste skunk?
That may be me.
That's some intense, brother.
Hey, Mel.
Yo.
If Earpers were looking for more Wynonna Earp content, what should they do?
They should subscribe.